Good evening and welcome to Real Talk, where we have real conversations about business, entertainment, and lifestyle. I am your host, Angelita the Coach, and this is episode 15, Business and Beauty. Today, I am joined in the studio with none other than Miss Brandy Taylor. Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I am good. She is the owner of Exquisite Looks. So today we are going to talk about makeup. We're going to talk about education. We're going to talk about makeup. We're going to talk about education, business, beauty, and we definitely have some upcoming events. But before we dive in, of course, you guys know I have to thank my sponsors. Come experience friendly professional hair braiders at my sister and me hair braiding salon in Detroit. We practice natural hair care and hair growth, specializing in protective styles in which we braid your hair, not brains. My Sisters and Me Hair Braiding Salon offers a comfortable, friendly, and relaxing environment. Visit them at 18443 Livernois Avenue in Detroit, Michigan, or you can visit them online at www.msm24hrhairbraiding.com. That's www.msm24hrhairbraiding.com. Whew, that's a mouthful, y'all. Okay, so I am joined in the studio this evening with Brandy Taylor. Hey again.
Hey, how are
Welcome
you?
to Real Talk.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. So I'm so used to having like more people in the studio with me. So it's kind of like odd to just dive in. I'm like, I feel like some other people should be saying something. I don't know. Hi, Randy. He's not gonna say hi.
My mic is way up here.
You're
Hello.
hello. So before we get started, if you would like to call in and ask Brandy questions, you are more than welcome to do so by calling 248-838-3661. That's 248-838-3661. But please understand this is a live show, so do not call the studio after the show. That makes Randy upset, y'all. Okay, so how are you?
Awesome.
That's good. So, tell people a little bit about Brandy. I know you obviously from social media, and I see all of the wonderful stuff that you're doing. So tell the people a little bit about Brandy. Who is Brandy?
So, I am a makeup artist and educator. I've been in the beauty industry for 12 years. I am also the producer and a founder of the Detroit Business and Beauty Expo. We just had our annual expo on October 6th. And I have a podcast myself, the Business Beauty Network podcast, which is a spinoff of the expo. And yeah, so I love all things beauty and all things business.
So we're going to talk about all of this in detail, everyone. So that was just a quick overview of Brandy. So I kind of want to go back. I know that you just had your expo this past Sunday, and this was your third annual expo.
Correct.
So kind of give everybody some insight on what the expo is about and what does it bring.
Yes, it actually is a passion project of mine. In 2017, I did a smaller event at my studio, and it created such an impact. I realized there was a need for it. Like the people that took that came to the small event was really impacted, because what I understood was that while in the beauty industry we're artists and we know how to do our craft, we don't necessarily always know how to operate our businesses. Especially,
Say that one more time for the people in the back.
yeah, right. So, and this is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and you even got huge cosmetic companies that are really cashing in on the beauty industry, and it's really big for us as well, and it can be bigger if we position ourselves properly.
Absolutely.
So what I wanted to do, instead of teaching a makeup class or a hair cutting class or color class or something like that, I wanted to have an event where we taught business tools like marketing, branding, funding your business, how to scale up, customer service, and things of that nature.
Nice. So as we talk about the beauty and the Detroit Business and Beauty Expo, I actually have a review of the event. So this is a surprise. So she did not know anything about this review. She's over here like, okay, awesome. So the review says, Detroit Business and Beauty Expo. This was my first time attending Detroit Business and Beauty Expo. It was such an amazing, informative event. I enjoyed the speakers and the panel. Everyone was so friendly and so much sisterhood was in the building. The energy was great, uplifting, and educating. It was great to meet and network with like-minded individuals in the beauty industry like myself. This made my whole year, and I thank Brandy for the opportunity to speak on the panel. I look forward to next year's 4th annual Detroit Business and Beauty Expo. Yolanda Wynn, a serial entrepreneur. So she had that to say about the expo. So who were some of the people? Like, who were some of your speakers this year, and who were some of the people that were on your panel?
So for the panel, Yolanda was one of the panelists. We also had Shalonda A. Beauty. She's a makeup artist. We also had Kimberly Dobine on the panel as well. AJ Williams, she hosted it. We had Nikki Maybe on the panel, and Genevieve Aina of Embrace the Natural Hair Art Salon. She was on the panel as well.
Nice. So, do you have a date set for next year? You know how some people are already like, okay, coming 2020, but do you have a date or location?
I'm looking at October 11th, but I haven't secured the date yet.
Okay.
But that's what I'm looking at, October 11th. I'm working on that. I will have the date secured before 2020 for sure. So it'll be out there within the next 30 days or so.
Okay, so that's cool, guys. So be on the lookout. The information is coming for 2020. And this is something that you plan on doing every year in the beauty industry.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I think it's definitely needed. So what is Exquisite Looks?
Well, Exquisite Looks is my makeup artistry brand. Originally, I just, was operating Exquisite Looks as a makeup artist. And then I saw the need for education. I saw women who wanted to learn how to put on their makeup. I also saw artists who wanted to get into the industry. So mainly what I do now is educate through Exquisite Looks. So I teach everyday women how to apply their makeup. I do private sessions. And I have an artistry course where I teach artists who want to get into the industry how to get into the industry and learn how to apply makeup on other people and things of that nature.
I don't have no eyebrows. You see, look. I don't have no eyebrows. Look, okay, so I got to tell you the story about my eyebrows, okay?
Yes, I want to hear this.
So what you see is what you get, okay? These are my eyebrows, okay?
Well, you can fill them in.
That's what I need to talk to you about. Okay, so let me tell you. So I go and I get them cleaned up, which is not, I don't really got much there. But I go and I get them cleaned up. And, I decided to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm going to fill them in. I'm going to do all of this good stuff, right? It is, for me, it is more difficult than what it looks like. I can't tell you how many YouTube videos I watched, okay? I have tried to fill my eyebrows in. So I even went to the point as going to get like the stencils from the beauty supply store and, doing it. And so I'm there, and I don't know if I was doing it too dark or whatever, but all I can say is after I was done with these stencils and trying to fill in my eyebrows, y'all, I look like Cookie Monster.
Well, that's fine. Well, I think that you probably could benefit from a private session or something like that. But I mean, from what I see, you actually you're not hard. Like, it's hard when you're bald, like you just completely have nothing. But when you have something, then you can use that as a guideline. So you do have something to work with. It's just figuring out how to work with it. So it wouldn't be too hard. And it could be like it may have just been too dark, and you're not used to it, so it looks strange to you that way. Or you could have been drawing them in too full. So it's all about getting the right color. Sometimes you need more than one color.
Right,
so yeah,
right. Now everything else, I'm good there, but
the brows, the
eyebrows, y'all.
I struggled for a long time with the brows. Like, I really practiced hard to get my brows to be the way that I have it down today because I wanted my brows to look good and I hated them not looking good. So that was one thing that when I first started out in makeup, I really worked hard on the eyebrows.
Okay, your eyebrows are amazing.
Thank you.
They look really, because they look natural. They look really, really good.
Thank you.
Now we all know. I'm just gonna be honest. There's some eyebrows out here.
Yeah.
That look like steak fries.
Right.
See, every once in a while when it's good, Randy will jump in and say something. It's like some people just like have, they have like these look like I already have big eyes, okay? But sometimes like the way these eyebrows are drawn on, they're like, it's always like.
Oh yeah, up too high or
Yeah. So like when you look at the person, they always look like they're going, huh?
yeah,
Right.
permanently surprised.
Right.
Exactly. Like, oh wow, and you like, what happened? What you surprised about? So.
Well, that's Instagram. You got those Instagram brows and everything. I've really been going for more of a natural brow. So I mix like a lighter brown and a darker brown. And I do use a little concealer to clean them up, but I don't do a whole lot at the top. Like I'm not using 5 shades light. So I look like I have a halo up there. I hate that.
We get a little goofy on the show, Brandy. So
I hate that. It's cool.
But we get a little goofy on the show.
I feel you.
Yes.
Brows are interesting.
Yes.
I've seen some crazy brows.
Yes, and it's like I just hope for 2020 we can get a little better with the eyebrows. And hey, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I don't know how to do eyebrows. I just leave it how it is. I don't try to do anything other than what I got going on because I know the end result right now for me is I will be looking like Cookie Monster. Okay, and Elmo, all them little thick eyebrows. Yeah, no. So, okay, what was the reason? Like, what was the how everybody like when they're a little girl, they're like, hey, when I grow up, I'm gonna be a doctor, or I'm gonna be a lawyer. So when did you know that this was the industry that you wanted to be in?
Girl, I never knew what I wanted to do. It was crazy. Like, I was like, I just don't know. For the longest time, I think and I didn't wear it. Like, I wasn't one of those people that always wore makeup. My mom, the only thing she ever wore was like mascara and lipstick. You know what I'm saying? So she even didn't really wear makeup or, have a huge makeup regimen or take care of her skin like that. We put Noxzema and alcohol. I didn't know anything growing up, but what it was is I actually started selling cosmetics. I got into, MLM company, started selling cosmetics, and through that, I just discovered that I really loved makeup. Like, I started playing in it. And people would come up to me like, can you tell me how to do my eyeshadow like that? And they would ask me for advice. And I would be like, me? Like, I just started playing with this stuff. And I couldn't put it down. Like, I just loved playing with it. And then I really loved, actually, once I learned stuff, telling other people how to do it. Once I figured out, like, okay, this is how you apply it right. I was like, I love that part. And that was early on.
Okay.
And I remember one day, like, at the time, because I've been in the industry for 12 years, at the time, there wasn't a lot of information out there, like for makeup schools or anything. And I just started doing a lot of research online. And I had told my husband, like, I don't know, I had never met one before, but I want to be a makeup artist. And he was like, really? I was like, yeah, I think that's what I want to do. And I went right to the first beauty school, and they saw a sucker coming because what I mean by that is I didn't really have to necessarily go to beauty school, but they was just like, oh, you want to be a makeup artist? Well, beauty school is the way to go. You need to go to school,
right? Because you go to school for everything,
right? So I just enrolled in a beauty school, and we only touched on makeup for 1 week.
So then what did y'all do the rest of the week?
Skincare, because I went to school for aesthetics. Okay. Yeah, but the first school I went to, I took a tour and signed up.
Right? You're like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
So let me register.
Yeah, I registered and finished the esthetician program in 2007. And I've been in this industry ever since.
Okay. That's amazing. That's good. Y'all, her makeup is good over here. Okay. I'm looking at her. I'm like, dang. Like, because, you have people that wear makeup, and then you have people that wear makeup, and so it's like, I like to look, when I look at people and I look at their makeup, I like to be able to still see them. That makes sense,
Yeah.
So you're not like over, you still look like Brandy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you take the makeup off, you would still look like Brandy. So, I honestly think that makeup is just something to enhance, not
absolutely.
to make you look like a totally different person, when you take it off, so And some of these makeup artists are really good where they can make you look like you probably could do the same thing.
Yeah.
Make somebody look like a totally different person. And you'll
Definitely
be
can.
like, oh, okay. But your makeup it looks good. It looks good.
Thank you. I go for that. I'm really trying to step away from, I've been trying different techniques and trying to step away from what's trendy and just really sticking to what really works for me. So I fell into the trends at times, but now I'm really just trying to do like that look that makes me feel good. And I don't want to have to wear a whole lot of makeup all the time. So that's what I've been focusing on. I've actually been working on a couple techniques where I don't think they're necessarily like inventing something new, but I think with all the things that are trending, there's a lot of misinformation out there.
Okay.
And I think sometimes we need to kind of just get back to the basics and learn how to create dimension in the face without having to do like a ton of stuff in 50 steps. You know what I mean? Because that's not practical for every day.
So what do you think? Like I don't know if it's a myth, but it was always, if you start off wearing makeup young and you wear a lot of makeup, when you get older, you're going to have to wear makeup because the makeup has damaged your skin. Have you ever really heard anything like that?
No, yeah, I have heard that.
Okay.
Let me tell you what the truth of it is. The truth of it is that it's not that anything has damaged or messed up your skin. It's that you've worn it so much that you don't like the way you look without it. So, like, you get used to a certain look. So, like, if you always wear weave, then when you wear your natural hair, you're like, oh, my gosh, I need some weave. Because it can be addictive. You know what I mean? So, like, I used to didn't really wear lashes, but now I'm, like, addicted to lashes. Like, oh, my God, I got to have lashes. I look bald-eyed without lashes. So, the same thing with makeup. The only reason why I wear it all the time is because I'm a beauty person, and I don't want to be that person at Walmart and looking crazy, and y'all like, she don't got her makeup on, y'all.
Be like, did y'all see Brandy at Walmart?
Right.
Yeah.
So I just like always put my best face forward. So when I leave out the house, even if it's something quick, I have to do something, a little concealer. I have to at least put my brows on. I don't have to wear lashes. I could just do like a simple mascara. But I think what it is that when you start wearing makeup, you get so used to the way you look with it that it's hard for you not to wear it sometimes. And so that's what it is. It's not that you don't look good without it. It's just that
you're so conditioned
to wearing it because it naturally enhances you. Like, it evens out your skin tone. It can make you look better. So if you look better, you're like, I want to look like this all the time, then you're going to want to wear it more and more. So it's not that it ruins your skin, because I wear makeup every day and I have really good skin. Like, I don't have a lot of acne marks. I don't have a lot of scars or anything like that. Nice. And I take care of my skin. Like, I cleanse, moisturize, exfoliate. I do masks and treatments and stuff. But I love to wear makeup every day.
Now, how often should people do masks and treatments? Because I don't wear a lot of makeup. So actually, this is, for me, I clean my face, but I really don't wear a lot of makeup. But how often, though, should you do like mask, and what type of treatments should you do? Or would that just depends on the type of skin that you have?
Yeah, it does. It isn't like one size fit all. It does depend on like your skin and everything. But what I would say is you should cleanse and moisturize your skin twice a day. So you should start the day fresh and wash the day away. And, you want to cleanse. And after you cleanse, it's stripping out everything. So you definitely want to, add the moisture back in. So you want to moisturize. And you want to exfoliate at least 2 times a week. Everybody should be doing that. I don't care what kind of skin you got. You need to be doing that. Because even if you're not wearing makeup, you're outside with the impurities in the air and all that stuff to get on your skin. You got to get that off. So that's something that you should do. Like, what I'm doing right now is because I get drier in the winter. I'm starting to get dry. So what I'll do is I'll do a hydrating mask or something now. So I've been doing like mask and different hydrating treatments because I'm drier right now. But I was really oily and I'm combination.
Okay.
So I'll do masks. I don't do a whole lot. Like I did, I'll do a detox mask every now and then. Maybe once or twice a month I do that. I don't do a lot, but I do make sure I cleanse and moisturize and exfoliate my skin regularly. And everyone should be doing that.
I was just going to say, like, that's like the norm that everyone should be making sure they're at least doing that to their skin. So how did you come up with your business name?
My husband helped me. It was funny. So I remember the day, and this has been like almost 13 years ago. I was like, I can't think of that word. I was like, is it like, it's not unique. It's beautiful. It's elegant. My husband was like, exquisite. I was like, that's it. Yeah. That's how we came up with the name.
Okay.
And I was like, exquisite looks. That's
And
it. It has
works.
been exquisite looks ever since.
Nice. See, sometimes you need that help to help you come up with stuff, so that's good that you have your partner with you.
I was thinking of exquisite, but I couldn't think of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's on the tip of my tongue.
like,
what is that word?
What is that
What's
word?
the word? Yeah. And he's like, exquisite, like,
right.
Like,
and I
you
was
should
like,
know that.
He was like, exquisite looks. He was like, take the E off. I was like, okay. Yeah, it's been exquisite looks ever since.
It's been exquisite looks ever since. That's nice. Okay, so let me see. Do we want to do mid-row? Yeah. All right. So we're going to, of course, thank our sponsors. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Did you know podcasting advertisements are 5 times as effective as web ads? The podcast audience is made up of 56% men and 44% women. 64% listen on their smartphones and 34% listen on a computer. Would you like to advertise your business or your upcoming event on Real Talk? Podcast is rapidly growing. We would love to have you join us. To get started, visit www.coachangelita.com / and follow the prompts there. So, speaking of podcasts, Brandy has a podcast. Mm-hmm. What's the name of your podcast, Brandy?
Business Beauty Network podcast.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about that. Well, how long have you had your podcast?
Only since July.
Since July. Take the only part out. Since July. Since July. Yes, since July. So how often? So when do you air? Or
every Monday.
Every Monday. Okay, so tell us the name of it again.
Business Beauty Network.
Business Beauty Network. So tell us a little bit about it.
So it's basically a spinoff of the events. Mm-hmm. I do the Detroit Business and Beauty Expo every year. So the podcast, what I'm doing is I'm speaking to not just beauty professionals, but I do talk to beauty professionals, but business owners. Anyone like that can help someone that's in the beauty industry. So, but sometimes I have like motivational conversations, finance, marketing, branding, but all of these types of things will help any entrepreneur. Absolutely. What I really wanted to do was bring my 2 passions together. I really strongly have a passion for the beauty industry because I love makeup and I love beauty, but then I also have a passion for the business side of things, and I love talking about marketing and branding and finance and different things of that nature. So it's just me bringing my 2 passions together. So sometimes, every now and then I will talk about some makeup stuff, but it's mostly business though. But sometimes we could talk about what's trending in the industry. I want to do a little bit more of that stuff now too because I've gotten real businessy with it. So I want to bring some fun stuff to it as well. And that's what I plan to do moving forward. But it's actually doing really well. My listenership is continuously growing.
Good.
And I've been meeting so many people all over the U.S. and just really having fun with it.
That's good. So who are some of, like, within the beauty industry, and it's a very big industry, and just like locally here, there are so many different makeup artists and different people within the industry. So who have you worked with and who do you enjoy working with?
As far as like
maybe like another makeup artist or just anybody like within the industry that you've like maybe collaborated with.
Yeah, I haven't really collaborated with a lot of like other artists.
Okay.
I have connected with some though. Like I really like Shalonda A Beauty. I love her work and everything. I've really had like some great conversations with her, and she's a little bit older than I am. She's been in the industry a little longer than me, but we're cut from the same cloth. Like when it comes to the industry, because the industry has changed with social media,
absolutely,
and the Kardashians and the whole contouring era. It's just so different. So it's just great to know people that, understand how you feel about it and, get it. So I think she's absolutely, great person in the industry.
So let's go back, because what I didn't ask you is how can people listen to your podcast? Like, I'm always about support, y'all. So how can people where can they listen to your podcast?
Yep. I'm on all the major networks, so they can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Stitcher.
Okay. Cool. And what's the name of it again?
The Business Beauty Network podcast.
Y'all better be writing this stuff down.
Yep.
The Business Beauty Network podcast. Okay. All right. So, I got my list of questions here. Let's see. What do I want to ask you next? Let's see. So, if you would give advice to somebody who is wanting to start in the industry, what type of advice would you give them in the beauty industry?
I would say just start, but I would also say, make sure you, do your research. Make sure you do your research and try to find someone in the industry to help you out because it can be very difficult to get started. So I would recommend just starting. Sometimes like we're thinking about should we do it? I want to do it. Just step out there, start somewhere, and just do it, and try to connect with like-minded people that are already in the industry. Start hanging out. If you want to be a makeup artist, start hanging out with makeup artists.
Absolutely, right.
That's what I recommend.
So, do you provide mentorship or anything like that to people?
I do. Honestly, I'm really shifting. I'm really having fun doing the podcast, doing the events and things of that nature. And I'm moving more towards the mentoring and coaching where I'm working with people with business, with the so I'm doing beauty business coaching now.
Okay.
And so I do offer mentorship and coaching and like I teach classes and stuff like that as well.
Nice.
So more so that I don't do as much makeup anymore. I do some here and there. I take some jobs here and there, but I mainly am on the teaching end now.
Okay. Nice. That was my next question. Like, do you do more of the teaching? Do you do more?
It's like 80% teaching.
Teaching. Okay. So that you're finding like really within the industry, like that's becoming your passion of.
Yeah, that is my passion. And as I get older, I think I'm, like outgrowing some of the things in the industry. Like me going to somebody, like I used to go to people's houses and do all types of stuff. And I'm getting
do the whole bridal party.
Yeah, I'm getting a little old for some of that stuff. Like, well, it's just I'm outgrowing some of that stuff. And so I'm outgrowing some of that, and now I'm more so, teaching and training other people. I love sitting with the everyday woman, teaching them how to apply their own makeup. I still like to do that because I love just, if I can teach you one thing that make you, think differently about how you apply your makeup, then I've won. So I absolutely love that. And then I'm very passionate about business. I had the awesome conversation with a guy from Toronto earlier today on my podcast about marketing and, positioning yourself. That was just, I love that stuff,
Yeah. But that's what I call that's my geekiness. I'll get people to say, "Hey, did you watch this TV show or did you see this episode of such and such?" And I'm like, I don't watch TV. I'm so into business and like I'm trying to read things because one of the things that I think, as business owners, is you constantly need to you're constantly learning things. You constantly need to learn about your industry because it's going to change. Things are going to change. So you need to educate yourself. I feel like if you're not educating yourself, how are you going to educate, the students that are coming in? So, my mind is constantly going. So I'm constantly feeding it,
Me too, yeah.
the things that it needs, So TV, I'm like, huh?
Right.
I couldn't tell you a list of shows that come on TV because over the years, like I just stopped watching it. So
me too. Yeah, I got rid of cable. I do have the internet.
I have the internet. That's it. I don't have cable.
Yeah, I don't have the cable, and I got like Netflix and Hulu. And every now and then, I do have to turn it off. Okay, I have to turn this off and spend time and just hang out, and we could watch a movie or we can watch something on Netflix. But just to sit there every day and watch TV, I don't have time for that.
No, it's not. It's not in the cards. It doesn't
it's
work.
not. Sometimes I even have to turn the radio off and I'll just listen to like my audiobooks, anything that'll empower me, that'll educate me. Like if I'm all over the place doing a lot of things, I need to stay focused. I cut the music down sometime too.
Yeah. That's definitely one of the things. Like we're constantly, as you're in business, you're constantly learning things, you're reading. Just whatever, just to kind of keep, what's the word that I'm looking for now? Just to kind of keep things flowing, So I know that I love events, and I don't get to go to a lot of events, but I actually love events because I think I'm usually more so putting them on versus, going.
I get it.
So you're going to be in my neck of the woods soon here. You have Money and Mimosa coming up.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that. Like once I seen like money, that excited me. And then when I seen the mimosa, that excited me. I was like, okay, money and drinks. Okay.
So that's funny. Yeah, so actually I partner up with Latrice Goodwine, and she's a finance expert.
Shout out to Latrice Goodwine. I believe her and I are Facebook friends.
Yeah, she's a finance expert. Her brand is Girl What's in Your Purse. And we are partnering together. She does these events in Saginaw. She's from Saginaw, but we wanted to bring it to Detroit. And what it is basically we want to get our vision together for 2020. So she's going to be talking about, credit and savings and investing, and this is for anybody. Even if you're not a business owner, you're just a regular person and you want to learn how to get your money together, this would be a great event to come to. It's not targeted to the beauty industry. I know that's my background, but it's targeted to like if you're an entrepreneur or if you're just someone who wants to learn more about investing, learn more about savings. We're going to be talking about, generating multiple streams of income and how to get out of debt and things like that so that we can move forward in 2020, starting fresh and having a fresh perspective on getting a handle on our finances.
And that's definitely something that is needed because we think, I think that we put a lot of things on the back burner like, oh, we don't need it right now. Oh, I don't need it right now. I don't need to do it right now. And then you look up and, you're 50 years old or you're 55 years old and you're like, okay, I don't have no savings. I don't have anything, especially, if you've been an entrepreneur, for so many years, are you putting things up? Have you been saving? So this is definitely, I think, good. You don't have to be in the beauty industry. Like you said, you don't have to have a business.
Yeah.
It's for anybody who is looking, to get into savings and, just whatever as it pertains to, investing in yourself. And then there's also mimosas there, y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna have some food and some mimosas and some girl chat. And it's a small group, we're looking no more than 50 people. We want to keep it small because finances could be kind of personal and intimate.
Absolutely.
So we just want to make sure we keep it like that. I have a presentation I'm doing. I'm gonna just be talking about the art of learning how to create the multiple streams of income and generate the extra money that you may need. And especially if we're talking about, like how to get out of debt and all of those things. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. And Latrice is going to really cover all those things like investing. And a lot of people don't know where to start when it comes to invest. So she's going to, kind of, share some of those tips and tricks.
So if someone wants to register for the event, where do they go to register for
on
the event?
Eventbrite?
Okay.
Yep. You should be able to find it. Money and Mimosas Detroit on Eventbrite.
And so how much is it? Is there a fee for this
it's
event?
$35.
Okay, $35. And what time is the event from?
It's from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on October 20th.
October 20th, y'all. Okay. So she's done these events before. So is it something that she's gonna travel with, or you just think because she lives in Saginaw that she just brought it down to the Detroit area?
she has a co-working space that she normally does it with a small group of women there.
Okay.
So we wanted to bring it here. So that's what we're doing at the co-working space here to bring it to the Detroit area.
Nice.
Yeah. So because I thought it was something that could work for our area as well.
Okay. Cool. I don't know why, I'm over here watching my clock, my time, because, I know, right? Usually it's just two of us. So usually there's never enough time to say everything that I want to say. And I'm thinking at any moment you're going to go 5 minutes. No.
10 minutes?
He's like 10 minutes. Okay, that's cool. I knew my time was winding down for me. I just wasn't sure. Okay.
I try not to make a big deal out of time cues, giving you a big sign you can look at and just glance at, but you always end up acknowledging it and making a big deal out of my time cues. So
hey, I wouldn't be Angelita if I didn't make a big deal of your time cues, So, all right. So I have some events that I want to share with you guys, and then we're going to get back and ask Brandy a couple more questions. She can give some more advice, all of this good stuff. I'm kind of glad that she came out and hung out with me today when there's like nobody here, because then you get to say more of, you know, what the things that you're doing, you know, because usually I have some other people and you're kind of like splitting the time up. So I do like to have like the intimate conversation. So it's kind of cool. Mm-hmm. All right. Just thought I'd share that. Okay, so I have an event coming up, Coffee and Conversation, October 19th. It's Coffee and Conversation with the Coach from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. It's for aspiring entrepreneurs, business owners, motivators who value face-to-face communication and networking. We will talk about tips, action plans, and identify potential hurdles and ways to monetize your dreams, as well as share ideas and resources. This event is free, but for planning purposes, you do need to register. So it's just coffee and conversation. You can stop by and say hi. So to register, all you need to do is go to coffeeconversationoctober.eventbrite.com. That's coffeeconversationoctober.eventbrite.com. So, of course, some of you know that I've stepped out into the speaking realm. I'm all about, you got to get out of your comfort zone. If you're comfortable, then you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Right. So, speaking is definitely something that I've wanted to do, but I've been fearful. So, I'm definitely stepping out of my comfort zone and just doing things that I'm like, wow, I could do that. So, with that being said, on Saturday, November 16th, I will be speaking at the Bag Burning Experience, Detroit. I would love for you guys to join me. The Bag Burning Experience is an event that is designed with you in mind. Have you put your dreams and visions on the back burner? Do you need someone to encourage you? Are you ready for something new? If you answered yes, then this event is definitely for you. Revive, renew, and release. Tickets are on sale now at www.thebagburningexperience.com. There's an epic lineup of speakers. We have Pastor Barbara Bankston, who will be representing Michigan, Tanya McGuire, who will be representing South Carolina, author Kamaya Reese, who will also be representing Michigan, Mariah Diamond, who will be representing Ohio, and myself, Angelina Thomas, who will be representing Michigan. The theme for this event is Walk by Faith, Not by Sight. So I'm excited to actually to speak to everyone, to get to meet these speakers, and just kind of just give everybody some encouraging words. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I will say that I think this event is going to be very life-changing. So again, the event is Saturday, November 16th. It will be in Roseville, Michigan. And for more information and to purchase tickets, you can go to www.thebagburningexperience.com. That's all my events that I have going on. So how can people connect with you? Because social media is that thing. Mm-hmm. You can't do anything without social media. There's like a selfie here. There's, you name it, it's going on. So you didn't hold up my hashtags, Brandy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look, so Randy always for whatever reason, what is it not? Okay, there we go.
No, but you need to speak into the microphone.
Oh, I need to speak into the microphone. I know this. So I'm known for forgetting my hashtags, and Randy always has to remind me, where's your hashtags? So yeah, I bought those. You got to hold those up, Randy. So how can people connect with you on social media?
On Instagram, I am Brandy Taylor. It's my not my personal page, but it's like my entrepreneurial brand page. So I am Brandy Taylor. For Exquisite Looks, it's Exquisite Looks. Everywhere Exquisite Looks on Facebook, Instagram, exquisitelooks.com. For the expos and the events and things, it's the Detroit Business Beauty Expo on Instagram and Facebook. And the website is DetroitBusinessBeautyExpo.com.
Okay. Do you have another website or just that one?
Nope, just those. Yeah.
Okay. So my website or how you can connect with me is I forget sometimes that we have the Real Talk business page, which is where we're streaming live from right now. So you can connect with us on Real Talk Detroit on Facebook. You can also connect with us on Instagram at Real Talk Detroit Podcast. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me start all over. Okay. Let me start all over. Okay, so you can connect with us on Facebook and Instagram at Real Talk Podcast Detroit, because there's a couple Real Talks out there, so I have to say it that way because I don't want them to click on the wrong Real Talk and they'll be like, okay, who are these people? Like, this is not okay. So it's Real Talk Podcast Detroit on Instagram and Facebook. If you want to connect with me, Angelina the Coach, you can do that. Angelina the Coach on Instagram and Facebook. I have a Twitter account, but I don't really use it like that, y'all. So that would kind of be pointless.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I never really got off into Twitter.
I never did either.
Like, is it not? And I know they were the first ones that started like with the whole hashtag thing.
Yeah, a lot of people still use it. Like, I still get notifications, and I follow some people, and I may say one day a week I'll go on there and kind of look, and every now and then I might share something that I posted like somewhere else, like on Instagram, to share to Twitter. But for the most part, I'm not on Twitter.
Yeah, I never got the concept of Twitter, and I know so many people do. I don't know. What's your take on that? Like, I never.
Twitter's my jam. It's like standing on the street corner and shouting.
Okay, so like.
Whereas like Facebook is like a Facebook profile is like inviting people into your living room. Like, it's curated, whereas Twitter, you just broadcast and whoever wants to can stand there and listen to it.
True.
That's interesting.
I mean, I like the way you put it. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, why is it, or is it just me? Why does it seem like Twitter is just not popular anymore?
It depends on your audience. If your audience isn't there, don't do it. But if you're trying to build a new audience, try Twitter and see if anybody, you get a following there.
I think it's worth a try again, but it's just one of those things that it just doesn't stand out for me. But
it's a lot of good stuff on there. I just always forget to post. Like I said, I'll check it like once or twice a week, and it's like you've missed 50,000 posts. Because you haven't been on there. But I don't know. I just always forget to go on Twitter.
I do too. I forget to go on Twitter. I do use LinkedIn.
I do.
Okay,
yeah, I'm on LinkedIn every day.
What about LinkedIn, Randy?
That's like the office water cooler. It's people you work with or want to work with, like, professionally. Not customers, but like business partners.
That's true.
Or teammates even.
Yeah, it is business. It is more business to business.
It's a good networking tool.
On LinkedIn.
It's a good networking tool, I think.
If you use the blogging features on LinkedIn, I hate you. It's not your personal blog.
I don't use the blogging
professional
features.
related stuff.
Yeah.
I don't use the blog. I don't know. Like, I think if I blog, I'd rather just blog on my website. I don't think I want to blog on LinkedIn. I just blog on my own website.
I wrote a couple of like posts and they did okay, but I didn't really get off to that either.
Yeah. Now, according to, do you have children?
Yes.
Okay. If you don't mind, how old are your children?
I just have the one daughter. She's 17.
She's 17. Okay. Randy, do you have any children?
No.
So I have 4, but the 15-year-old and the 12-year-old tell me that they don't use Facebook.
Yeah, my daughter
They
says
tell me that
too.
Facebook is for old people.
Yep.
That's what she tells you too?
That's what she
Okay.
says.
So like my 15-year-old is on Instagram and I'm like, okay. He's like, this is where it's at. This is where you need to be.
But you know what? During the events, I've really, connected with a lot of people on Instagram and done a lot of networking. So I'm more on Instagram now than I am on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, I check Facebook every day, but I'm really on Instagram.
Yeah. See, I'm oddly enough, like, I get more interaction. I'm starting to get more interaction with people on Instagram than Facebook. And of course, I'll still have my business pages and things like that. But I'm starting to see why people are gravitating more towards Instagram. What are your takes on Instagram, Randy?
I like it, but that's definitely more for visual content.
Yeah.
Don't use Instagram, like, pictures of text on Instagram, I hate. That's not what it's for. It's show off photographs, artwork, not text.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
I agree with you on that too.
Match your message to the platform.
Look at you. I like you, Randy. When are you going to come on my show?
I'm on your show every time you are.
He's like, I'm on your show every time you are. Yeah, so I do. I can say that I am liking Instagram. If I do ads, I'm starting now to get off into like the ads. I would do some on would do them on Facebook, but I'm leaning more towards Instagram. Okay. Randy told me I have to wrap up, you guys. I really wish the cameras could turn around and see his face when I do that. Oh, that is too funny. So that was our take on social media. So again, how can people connect with you, Randy?
You know what? I forgot the other website, the businessbeautynetwork.com for the podcast. I forgot about that website. Okay. And but on Exquisite Looks or I am Brandy Taylor. I am Brandy Taylor on Facebook and Instagram. And
make sure you guys tune in every Monday for the podcast. And that's on all of the podcast outlets. So type in
Business Beauty Network.
Business Beauty Network. And you guys connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, Real Talk Podcast Detroit, and Angelita the Coach. I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Don't say nothing crazy.
I just have buttons to push in 2 different apps, so I gotta